Hi, and welcome to a quick product update video. In this segment, we'll be covering over the Google Messages platform. Google has rolled out multiple channels, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about 3 of them and help provide some clarity with the differences. Think of this as a primer to get you quickly up to speed. The 3 channels that we will be discussing are Verified SMS, RCS Business Messages, and Google Business Messages. Let's look at this equivalency table to help compare the terminology between Google and Apple. First, Google provides Google Verified SMS. This is something that Apple does not have. Google is using the RCS protocol. This is Rich Communication Services. This is the equivalency to Apple's protocol of iMessage. And then lastly, the new channel that they're providing is Google Business Messages. Think of this as Apple's business chat. Let's start with Verified SMS. This is unique to Google, and if you ask me, a must-do for every business. As we know, SMS isn't perfect. Spoofing can be a concern since messages are not branded with your company's identity. Because the sender is identified by just a phone number, it's not easy for your customers to verify whether the message they just received was truly sent by you. Verified SMS lets you know when Google can confirm the identity of a business that sends a message. Verified SMS adds sender verification and branding to the SMS message, making these messages safer and more trustworthy. You see, when you send an SMS message with Quiq to the latest Android devices, your customers will see your brand name and be assured that the message was sent from your company. And this happens automatically thanks to Quiq and the Verified SMS service by Google. With Quiq and Verified SMS, your messages will appear on an Android with your company's brand name at the top of the messaging app, your logo alongside the message, and verifying that this message originated from your company. Now let's move on to Google RCS Business Messaging. This is built on top of the RCS standard, providing an enhanced messaging experience between the brands and customers. So what's RCS? Well, RCS is Rich Communication Services. This is a communication protocol between mobile telephone carriers and between phone and carrier. The goal of RCS is to replace SMS with a text messaging system that is richer and supports multimedia. RCS is an enhanced version of SMS with rich messaging capabilities. It's built into the default messaging app of Android smartphones. And RCS enables seamless conversations across mobile phone carriers and mobile phone manufacturers that support RCS. With Google RCS Business Messaging Connector, brands can communicate with customers using Google's native messaging app, Android Messages. Quiq automatically determines if the recipient is RCS enabled and sends the richest form of messages possible based on their device capabilities. Google RCS Business Messages allows companies to send visually rich messages that encourage customers to interact, help customers schedule an appointment time, get help with updates on real-time shipping notifications, and complete product reviews and make transactions. All right, now for the new one. Google's Business Messages. Business Messages is a mobile conversation channel that combines entry points on Google Maps, Google Search, and your brand's website to create a rich asynchronous messaging experience that will delight your customers and drive business results. You're able to drive loyalty, purchasing, scheduling, and upsell through features like carousels, suggested replies, and photos. So let's look at a demo. Here I have performed a Google search for the Clover Hotel. You can see that I can select message right from the search result. This opens the messaging channel between the customer and the business. It's a rich experience because the business can now send over a carousel of images of the different hotel room options. As you can see, this user experience is completely seamless. So I know what you're thinking. What's the difference between RCS Business Messages and Google Business Messages? Well, we've broken it down into 3 categories: discoverability, where the conversation lives, and reach. Discoverability. Google Business Messages is inbound driven. It's found in the search results, Google Maps, and from your branded website. RCS business messages, well, that's outbound driven. This is tied to the phone numbers. Where the conversation lives on your device? Well, with Google Business Messages, it lives in the specialty messaging layer within the Android. RCS Business Messages, it lives in the standard messaging app. And then finally with Reach, Google Business Messages covers virtually all Android users and even some iPhone users if you're using Google Maps directly on an iOS device. RCS Business Messages is still constrained by the device and carrier adoption, and we're hoping that it's going to have 20% coverage by the end of the year. So I would like to touch on the style guide and what are the rich capabilities of Quiq replies, rich cards, and carousels. Quiq replies provide a common response as buttons on the message for a customer to quickly select. Here you can see the business is asking whether we can help you with an account balance or recent activity, and they can just click on the button. Our rich card is the ability to send over an image with description text, a richer experience. And then there's the carousel. The carousel is a series of images that the customer can scroll through, like the hotel example that I showed you above, going through the different hotel rooms. I hope this quick overview was helpful, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Contact us at Quiq so we can get your businesses up and running with Google messaging channels.